What is going on, everybody out there in YouTube land? How are we doing tonight? Tonight is SmackDown Live. So with that being said, let's start the show. And my guest hosts, Johnny Ray Sinister is back from his long-needed sleep. How's it going, man? Oh, shit. How's it going, Johnny?
What's up?
Not much. Did you catch up on your sleep that you needed to get last night?
Fucking no.
He is pissed. Well, that's what you get for getting excited over a Twitch stream.
Hey, fucker. Let me tell you something. That was a really good stream.
I imagine it was. I'm just kidding.
And actually, we got good news today. I got some good news today.
Nice.
Because once you become affiliate on Twitch, you can get emotes. Your subscribers can have like personalized emotes.
Oh, nice.
And for each tier, you get like an extra emoticon. Well, I had Regina. We see her in the chat every now and then.
She was
she does
last night,
graphic. She does graphic work, and she did my emotes. We got them submitted. They got approved today.
Nice. Congratulations. Well, when Regina comes in, she was in here last night. When she comes in, I will give her congratulations. Just let me know when she's in here.
Yeah.
Trexter, how are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you folks doing?
I'm doing good. So if you don't know, Trek is monitoring the chat. If you guys have a question, he will bring it to our attention, and we will discuss that said question. That being said, I have one question to be answered already, thank you, Y Society, but there's more to that. The Rhino firing last night. Let's keep this in mind, people. It was a kayfabe firing. Look, there are people on Twitter flipping their absolute dog shit, batshit fucking crazy, because the guy got fired last night. He didn't get fired. The guy wants to step away from wrestling. He wants to go on to bigger and better things. It's like John Cena. He wants to go on to bigger and better things. Do you think the WWE is going to have John Cena in a firing match? I mean, what has Rhino done in the last, 10, 15 years on fucking WWE? Nothing. Right? Am I right or am I wrong?
Right.
So, that being said, yes, it's okay that he is no longer there anymore. He wants to step away. And people losing their absolute fucking mind over it boggles my mind. This guy wants to move on to bigger and better things. I'm saying it again. And I'm going to reiterate it because apparently people don't fucking listen. He wants to move on to bigger and better things. Okay? Does he love wrestling? I'm sure he does. The guy's 45 years old. God damn. Can't wrestle for fucking ever. He might come back for a fucking one of those fucking reunion match bullshit things. But come on. Do we have to lose our shit over a fucking guy that has done nothing in WWE? Not to his fault, but...
Who got let go?
Huh?
Who got let go?
Rhino. Rhino left. He's retiring. So they had a match between him and Heath Slater last night, and whoever lost got fired.
Big whoop.
Okay, so Heath Slater beats him, essentially, with like a 3-minute match. It was a filler match anyway. Rhino is leaving WWE probably to go on to become a politician. He ran for United States Congress. What if he would have won the fucking Congress seat? You probably just would have never heard anything from him ever again.
Yeah.
So people need to stop fucking losing their shit because a guy lost a fucking match the way he did last night. I didn't mind it, and I'm pretty sure Rhino had no fucking problem with it because it was a mutual agreement. Just let it fucking go, people. Stop with the bullshit.
And Biju's doing fine.
Oh, and Biju was doing fine.
Aaron was asking me.
Oh. Let me see something. I'm just looking through the chat. Is there anything else in the chat that's been asked? Are you going to stream? Am I going to stream TLC? Aaron, you're not allowed to watch TLC with us. I'm going to ban you that night. So, for you, no. For me, yes. Why do you ask me questions like that? I don't stream the takeovers. Every pay-per-view WWE does, I do except for the takeovers. And then NXT shows. What do you think? Jesus Christ. Thank you, Ryan. And this makes sense. Listen to what Ryan Romano said, and Joe Cronin said it. Joe said last night that they could have just let Rhino go and not said anything. Think about that for a second. And then people would have been losing their absolute collective mind. Where's Rhino at? How come Heath Slater's not with Rhino? So it's kind of made sense to do what they did last night.
Yeah.
At least he was there. Yeah, Rhino had a good career. I mean, he was in ECW. He was a world heavyweight champion. He knew he wasn't ever going to be pushed to the brink of world. I don't know if he ever got a world title shot. He might have. I'm not talking about ECW. I'm talking about a WWE title shot. I'm not sure he did. He was in those matches, those fatal 4-ways and such, where the winner becomes #1 contender. But I don't think he ever won one of those matches. But it's okay. I'm not gonna. I mean, he had a really good career. I didn't think of him anymore, and I don't know how Johnny feels about it because I know he's an ECW guy. I never thought of him as a main event card guy. In Extreme Championship Wrestling, he was booked perfect. But
Rhino was always really good as a. Rhino really fit that ECW mold.
Yes.
And he was a fantastic hardcore champion multiple times. He was hardcore champion multiple times. And realistically, Rhino was one of the, that selection of wrestlers is actually really small of ones that were in ECW, WCW, and WWE.
Mm-hmm. Right. And to that point, I mean, look, not everybody can be a world champion, okay? So we can sit here and speculate, well, how come they never pushed this guy to be a world champion? What, everybody needs a fucking world title reign? That just, in a sense, if everybody gets a world title reign, that essentially makes the world title not worth a shit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It devalues the title itself.
Yep.
Well, look at like a good example of that. Look at Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and how storied his career was.
Right.
He was never a world champion.
Yep.
And yet one of the best matches that is talked about to this day by a lot of wrestling commentators is the match between him and Macho Man Randy Savage.
Right. I'll go one further. Owen Hart.
Yeah.
I mean, his career was cut short because of what happened, but what's to say he would have ever gotten a world title shot? In fact, he did get a world title shot, I think. He got one, and I think that was against Bret Hart.
Yep.
If I remember correctly. But he never won. But he never held the world title. Is that a bad thing? No. Because not everybody can be a world champion. If everybody was going to be a world champion, it devalues the title. Now, everybody sits there, well, what if every football team wins the Super Bowl? Okay, every team wins the Super Bowl. Not everybody can win the Super Bowl in the same fucking year. It's completely different.
Right.
It's a different style of how do I say this?
Circumstances?
Yes. It's a different set of circumstances. They're two totally different things.
Right.
So yeah, let's talk about Drew McIntyre last night. He took a loss. But
Yeah, I heard that.
he didn't take
it.
It wasn't clean though. And that's the thing. Everybody losing their collective fucking mind that he fucking lost. Here's my thing. You got to remember, he was in WWE before. He was a fucking jobber before he left. Look at where he is now. He's one of the top guys, if not the top guy in the company right now. It's okay for him to lose. Because he's not really undefeated. And he didn't lose clean. Finn Balor interfered. Finn Balor got them back for what happened last week.
And even then, even like, let's say it was even a clean win. I mean, losing to Dolph Ziggler is not really that bad of a thing.
And I said that last night. It's fine. I mean, I don't want him losing clean. Like a roll-up type clean.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. A hard-fought match where he gets caught, which has happened. There's a way to do it, to beat somebody. But to sit here and say... I mean, like what happened with him and Andrade Cien Almas in NXT TakeOver is a perfect example. Nobody expected him to lose that fucking match. He did, though. And apparently Andrade Cien Almas is like the greatest thing since fucking Wonder Bread now. Which I don't fucking understand. I think the guy's fucking garbage, but that's just me. So him losing didn't hurt. And I didn't mind it because he didn't lose clean. So that don't bother me. And to lose to Dolph Ziggler, and I said that last night, it's okay because Dolph Ziggler is one of the best workers the company has.
And has been for many years.
But you've seen what happened after he got beat. He beat the ever-loving dog shit out of fucking Finn Balor.
Mm-hmm.
So he ended up going over anyway. So it doesn't matter. And everybody's like, I think there was a question. I can't remember if there was a question in the chat last night. Is Drew McIntyre going to beat the Demon? Not right now because the Demon gimmick is still protected. Like if Finn Balor was to wrestle Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania with the Demon gimmick, I could see Drew McIntyre beating Finn Balor then. Because look, and this is the way I look at it, the Demon gimmick, why it's protected, I don't know, because he lost with the Demon gimmick in New Japan, and he loses. If you go back and watch that Smack It Up, he loses every fucking time with that gimmick. So it's like, I get it being protected, but he's not losing to jobbers. He's losing to like a Shinsuke Nakamura or a Naito or whoever. He's not losing to fucking Heath Slater in the middle of the fucking ring.
Right.
So I'm not upset if he loses to Drew McIntyre with the demon gimmick. He's gonna have to lose somewhere along the line with it, because it'll just become fucking boring and
Stale.
no, not stale, predictable and stale, I guess you could say. Stale, predictable, and boring. So yeah. Is there anything else? Oh, the women's division on fucking Raw is fucking garbage. We established that last night. What did I lose my shit on last night, Trek? You remember?
Nia Jax not being able to jump in any.
Oh, yeah. Nia Jax. She is so fucking lazy. She cannot, when her leg drops, she cannot get 2 inches off of the fucking ground in a running start. I have a bad back, and I can get at least 10 inches off the ground. Yes, I'm lighter than she is, but that's not my point. She's supposed to be one of the top stars in WWE. For somebody that can't even fucking run. She's garbage. Tamina is even worse. This woman, Tamina, last night did a running knee at error. I don't know if anybody's seen that or missed it. She is garbage. It's just my phone. God damn it. So, yeah. As far as on the main roster, SmackDown is the A show, Raw is the B show. I do not consider NXT part of any of what WWE does. It's just a fucking developmental. I don't compare the three. Because I'm telling you right now, and I've said this numerous times before, people can sit here and say that fucking Aleister Black would beat anybody on the fucking on the main roster. Do you honestly think that if Aleister Black came up on the main roster, just out of the fucking blue, do you think Vince McMahon would put him over any of the fucking... the lower card superstars, yes, but the upper ones, no. I'm not saying that Aleister Black is garbage. I'm just telling you how WWE book it. And it's straight up truth. So, anybody that is on the NXT roster, unless they wouldn't beat anybody in the upper main event cards. With the exception of Asuka, because the women in the fucking WWE can't fucking
Keep up.
they can't hold her a candle to her at all. Charlotte, yes. Becky, maybe. Probably not. Naomi, no. Lana, hell no. Nia Jax, fuck no. Tamina, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, think about it. The list goes on and on. Who are the 3 best wrestlers on the women's side in the company?
Charlotte, Becky, and Asuka.
Yeah, I mean, Ronda's improving, but she's not up there yet. She might be. She might be right behind Asuka and Becky, but she's nowhere near Charlotte, because she was not very good last night either. So, yeah. Thoughts? Anybody?
Well, it's like I was saying Friday, it was like I was saying Friday, this whole women's evolution kind of does just become a complete joke when it comes to not SmackDown, but Raw.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, there's really no other way to put it.
Right. You're right. I can't argue with that. Why Society just asked a question, and I seen it. there's one woman on the roster who I like
NXT.
in NXT. Not really. Kairi Sane, maybe. Io Shirai. That's about it. That are worthy of even coming up to the main roster. Fucking Shayna Baszler is garbage. Jessamine Duke and fucking Marina Schiffer, whatever. I don't think Jessamine Duke will ever be worth a shit. She's 5'11", 137 pounds. What kind of fucking garbage is that? Put some fucking meat on your fucking bones, you fucking thin-railed piece of shit. Come on. I mean, I used to be thin, but if you're gonna wrestle, you need to be a little bigger than that. And looking at their fucking records in MMA, I laugh. It's a fucking joke. They're building these women like Ronda Rousey, and they can't even compare to her. They're friends. That's the only comparison that they have. That's it. This fucking, the women's division, period, is garbage right now. They haven't built shit right. Shayna Baszler's holding the title hostage because they're trying to, Vince is like, we need to do this for this 4 horsewomen thing. That's what this is all about. That's why she's holding the title. So really, no, there really is no women on the roster that I care about right now. You essentially buried Kairi Sane just to fucking put Shayna Baszler over. So, yeah, there you go. That's all I can say about that. If they build her right, but she's lost already. They've essentially buried her. Against, I can't remember who she lost to, but it's somebody that she would have fucking crushed on fucking Impact. They built Mia Yim on Impact to be like fucking a brute. Nobody could fucking beat her. And then
Right.
Rosemary came along. So I like Mia Yim. They need to build her properly before I'll validate anything she does. I love Mia Yim. I think she's a great in-ring performer. But if they're going to use her as talent enhancement, she needs to go. She's only 29 fucking years old. My fucking shoulder just popped.
Yeah, Wise Society, that's really sad.
What's that?
That Bianca Belair was the one who beat Mia Yim first time.
Yeah, they should have never had
ridiculous.
them two facing each other, period. That's just me, though. I don't know if you know anything about Mia Yim, Johnny.
No, I don't know really much about her.
You should check her out. She is really good. She is really good. She could be that next. She had an MMA career comparable to Shayna Baszler. She used to be in MMA, but I don't know. They've so fucked up the women's division on all 3 fucking shows, to be honest with you, that I really don't care about any of them. So let me see. Is there anything else out there? Is there any new news out there?
Well, I'm reading something right now that this week's Raw did 2.286 million viewers, which was down from the previous 2018 low of 2.3 million viewers on October 1st.
And that's on average, correct?
Yes.
Because I know
That's on average.
Okay, because I was gonna say, because last week they dropped to 2.1.
Well, they did again this week.
Right, but on average, I think they had more viewers than They started. The average was, yeah.
The hour by hour numbers is the first hour did 2.2, the second hour did 2.3, and the final hour did 2.1.
Okay, and that was this week.
This was this week.
Okay.
This is coming from NoDQ.
Okay.
.com.
Okay.
This week's Raw was coming off last week's show, which was critically panned by fans and reviewers. NoDQ's Raw poll from last week had just 5% of fans give the show a thumbs up, and the results were acknowledged by mainstream sites such as Forbes. This week's Raw did not fare much better, with just 12% of respondents giving the show a thumbs up.
Right. That's sad. That is really sad. So they had 2.6 at the start. So this week's Raw, this week's Raw was lower than last week's Raw. That tells you a lot. And this week's Raw was actually a little bit better than last week's. That tells you people that tells me that WWE is losing viewers by the week because of the fucking shit they're giving the previous week. People are walking away and not coming back and watching it the following week because of that. It's sad. Is there anything else?
Let's see. I'm looking at. I'm also looking at current like stock.
Yeah.
Stock holdings. WWE is like down by 2.87% at $71.56 a share. When you look at the year total, they have they've made some recovery back in between November and December 3rd, but they did have a steep drop back in October.
That's because of Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
And then it really got bad around November 19th, and it's climbed back up since, but it's not and this is just going off of 1 year rating.
Okay. Interesting.
Of course, they have been. Now, it should be noted that they have been lower.
Yes.
They were at, $14, $19, $20 on the traded market, and this is going off of a 5-year span. And it was in 2018 where they saw a huge spike in growth.
Mm-hmm.
At the peak was in September 28th at $96.73 per share.
Okay. I did talk about this last night. I talked about the financials. Well, not the financials of WWE. But I talked about people were bitching, pissing, and moaning about the fucking product. And of course, we talked about it. We've talked about it numerous fucking times about the product and how I think Vince's hands are tied when it comes to booking and creative. Can only do so much. And I use the analogy of answering to shareholders in this way. And that wasn't a very good analogy, but it's the first thing that popped into my head. If you work at McDonald's, let's say McDonald's essentially has strippers at their show or at their restaurant, okay? They hire strippers because they think it's a good idea. They have to answer, McDonald's has to answer their shareholders as to why they're doing this. They don't think it's a good idea, but it essentially, it's like WWE booking their show.
Yeah.
With the bra and panties match. Because that's what everybody wants to fucking see. Essentially, they want to see blood and guts. That's what WWE fans want. These smart mark people. If that makes sense.
Yes.
That's what they want. Then you aren't getting that anymore because they will not allow it. You're going to get a little blood, but you're not going to get the blood that you got 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Not happening. So, yeah.
This more pertains to me and Heather because we have interest in it, but and it's nothing to do with wrestling. But I find it kind of funny. Heather, have you seen Blizzard stock?
I have not. I heard it's
It's
dropped.
tanked.
Yeah.
Bad.
Huh.
Like really bad.
That's not good. So this is interesting. Right now, I'm watching the
Opening ceremony.
vignette from the opening from the match last night or last week. The closing to SmackDown. I think the show is starting with
Them signing contracts. Yep.
them signing a contract, so we'll see.
Bobby's gonna be upset.
He's whatever. It's his fault. It's a good point. We're gonna have a match. I hate that they're using the "I am the fucking man" fucking tagline. It's degrading. I don't get it. I hate the way she smacks her fucking lips out. It drives me fucking nuts. Act like a fucking normal human being, because I know she isn't. She doesn't fucking do that.
I know. Hey, Paige.
Hey, Paige.
Hi, Paige.
Why does she keep doing that with her fucking lips? Did she eat some fucking popcorn before she came out here, or what? Like she's got fucking something stuck in her fucking teeth. I fucking hate that. She's fucking doing it again. Fucking stupid. Sorry. Yep.
Paige, it's the contract signing between Becky, Charlotte, and Asuka.
Yes, it is. I don't know if she can watch the show, but yes, it's the contract signing between Asuka, Charlotte, and Becky for the match at TLC. If I was Asuka in this situation, I wouldn't even say a fucking word. I'd just start beating the fuck out of both of them. That's just me.
Yeah.
See, they're forgetting about her, and that's the story that they're telling. See? But Charlotte's going to say, well, I beat you. She hasn't beaten Asuka. It's true. I think she could have. Here we go. That's not true because Charlotte's done it before.
So has Asuka.
No, I don't think she's ever beat. She's ever wrestled Becky. I don't know if she has.
Well, Asuka just said she's never to Becky. You've never beaten me.
It's because they've never wrestled. I don't think. There she goes with the Japanese.
It is, Aaron. It is. They used to do them really well back in the day.
Asuka just wants to beat the fuck out of Charlotte. You can see it. It's great. Here comes Mandy Rose.
They're gonna start pushing her soon because they're gonna.
They're already doing it. Oh, they're gonna have a tag team match between these. They're doing a tag team match.
Stop spitting it out. You wouldn't be having a shit fit. How you doing, Ace?
That face. That's what I think they're gonna do.
What's that?
Give Asuka the SmackDown Women's title.
I'm hoping that's what they do. It makes sense to get the title off of Becky.
Right now, anyway.
She got disqualified. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. What? You looking right at it. You looking right at it. That's exact. Those are exact words. You looking right at it. How hard is it to do a one syllable word called R? You are looking at it, not you looking at it. It makes it sound like you've never taken an English class in your life.
That's what we're hoping too, Ryan. We're hoping that's what it's gonna be.
What's that?
Ryan says in the chat, I just hope taking the title off Becky would lead to a bigger push, like winning the Women's Royal Rumble and going to the first women's main event of WrestleMania. I'd like to see that too, man.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about, and we kind of talked about that on Friday. I'm going to talk about it again. Here's the thing. I don't think in my mind, I agree with you. But thinking about it, the way that they fucking booked fucking Charlotte and Becky, they are booking Charlotte to be. They keep on saying that Becky is the man, but you are forgetting who WWE wants to be the man.
Yeah.
I don't think Charlotte is going to be, or excuse me, I don't think Becky is going to be taking on Ronda Rousey. I think it's going to be Charlotte. The way they're telling this story, I hope I'm wrong. Again, I hope I'm wrong. Because I would not mind seeing a Charlotte versus Asuka match again. Again. I don't think that's happening. I think it's going to be Charlotte and fucking Asuka. The more I think about it, the more I see what WWE has done, the more I see what WWE is doing, they're going down that path. Sorry if everybody, you can disagree with me. I hope I'm wrong. I want you to disagree with me because I want you guys to be right. I just don't know if it is. And that's the sad part of it, is that WWE wants Charlotte to be their Roman Reigns. On the women's side. eating a Tic Tac. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
I'm just getting some.
You're good. That makes no sense. Because essentially, I see it being Asuka and Becky at WrestleMania. Now, would that be a main event worthy WrestleMania? Yes, it would.
Well, I will say this, Aaron. It's not like we've seen Charlotte versus Asuka a million fucking times, like we saw Carmella versus Asuka. So it's still something new and fresh.
I wouldn't mind seeing Charlotte versus Asuka. It's only happened once. It's definitely nothing like AJ Shinsuke or AJ Samoa Joe or Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns.
Right.
In fact, I would have much rather. I don't know why WWE just they're hypocrites by saying they didn't want to do Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles because it happened last year. But yet you want to fucking do AJ Shinsuke 35 fucking times in a row, or you want to do Samoa Joe versus AJ fucking 8 times in a row. Or you want to give us the same fucking matches on Raw over and over and over again. Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins 30 times in a fucking row. Think about that. Is WWE being hypocrites? It's okay to have Charlotte and Asuka wrestle one more time. I would be okay with it. But I think it's going to be Asuka, Becky, and Charlotte Ronda. I wouldn't unify the titles. I'd just get rid of one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't unify titles. Just get rid of it. Just make a whole new title and say that this is the new WWE Women's title. Bring back the old Women's title. I wouldn't be against that. Or bring back the Divas title.
Right.
I'm kidding. I don't want the titles. I'm sick and tired of the titles being unified. It makes no sense.
It's because of title unification we no longer have the big gold belt on the TV anymore.
She sleeping? Is she? Didn't that hurt your arm?
My arm has been hurting since I picked her up.
Is it tired though?
She was being fussy in the chair, so I picked her up for a little bit.
Well, you're a fucking mother and do what you want. Shit.
I know.
It is gonna. There will be a main event at WrestleMania, and that I can almost guarantee. The way they're building the women's division, or trying to anyway, that they're going to do a main event at WrestleMania, but it's going to involve Charlotte and fucking Ronda Rousey. It's not going to be Asuka and Becky.
Aaron, I agree, but for some reason, Vince thinks that the Universal title should be held in more prestige than the WWE title. I
don't know if that's the case, Trek, to be honest with you. I think it's more or less because the title is on Raw. The Universal title is on Raw. If the WWE title was on Raw, I'm pretty sure that would be the main title everybody would be fighting over.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with He holds the Universal title in more prestige. It's Raw. Raw is the A show. Why do you think Raw
that's what I was
wins
trying to say.
fucking Survivor Series every fucking year?
Yeah.
Because Vince thinks Raw is the better show. Well, good God, he is fucking wrong. But I don't think he wrote Raw last week. Because it was a little bit better than... No, I wouldn't even bring the World Heavyweight Championship back. I would just go back to the... Just make a whole new title and just call it the World title. Yeah, call it the World Heavyweight Championship, but get rid of... I don't want the gold belt. The gold belt is a WCW belt. I don't want it. What would be so much better is if the NWA became valid again and that title was actually the main title. I like how she got the fucking SmackDown title back. Look. Give me a fucking break. This show is so fucking garbage, man. Again, Becky is now holding the fucking WWE SmackDown title. I didn't see them take it down, so they might have taken it down before the match started. I don't know.
Jesus.
What's up, Roosh and Chew?
No, I don't. The only Anthony I know is Anthony Brooks. So if it's just Anthony, fucking delete it. Or do whatever you want. What's up, Peru? I'll be right back, guys. Heather, do you want to take over for a second? I have to go check on the laundry.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Heather.
But yeah, Notorious, don't worry about it. It's just a troll. Delete the comment, block them, move on. Not worth the time of day.
Yeah.
No troll ever is, to be honest. I mean, if anything, just thank them for the view. It's not in here, Aru. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's why it's really not worth a damn about anything.
You made me drop the pappy. There. Good Lord, child.
You ready to come back?
Yeah. It's all right. I'm back, everybody.
David did put something in the chat earlier. He asked if I had seen the message about EC3 maybe getting called up for Royal Rumble. I could see that, but I don't know how much of a push he get. He should be brought up soon.
No, he should not be brought up soon. He's been used sparingly. Why in the fuck are you saying? Why in the fuck do people want him to come up? He's been used sparingly.
No, I mean just age-wise.
Okay. He's been used sparingly. Is he WWE ready? All right. I'll take you back to mom.
She's not hungry. I tried feeding her.
I'm not asking if she's hungry. I honestly think that Charlotte is a pretty girl. I really do. I don't know what people don't like about her. I think I'm gonna disagree with everybody. I think Charlotte is prettier than Becky Lynch. You seen that fucking coming? Asuka just kicked Charlotte in the face. That's so great. It definitely wasn't because they looked good. Unless Asuka turned heel.
That's what Notorious just asked.
I don't think so. I think she's just retaliating in response to what Charlotte did. Unless the way she's acting, I don't know. I wouldn't mind Asuka as a heel. She's a pretty good heel. That way she doesn't have to say a lot. But I don't think that's what's going on, but whatever. We'll see. There's really nothing really. Again, we're going to see Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton. Why? I don't want to see it again. Oh, and look, a triple threat match. New Day, The Bar, and the Usos. Another fucking... Fuck the tag team division.
Agreed, Ace.
Too many cooks. What does that mean? Wow, God bless you. Bless you.
You done now, baby girl? Jesus Christ.
I wonder how much weight she's gained. She's looking like she's gaining weight. You think she's that big? You think she gained 1 whole pound already?
She could have.
I don't think it's that much.
That's like my arm feels. Agreed, Notorious. He should have.
I'm not a big fan of Daniel Bryan right now. At all. I couldn't coach the Packers. I'd fire everybody.
You see how he gets on this show? You really want him on the sidelines of the Packers game?
Though you might see some animation though. I will say this: Mike McCarthy just stands on the sidelines and goes. That's Mike McCarthy. That's where I fault Mike McCarthy. Just stands on the sidelines and looks like a fucking buffoon. I mean, there's a couple of times where he's been animated, but not very often. Whoever they bring in, I hope they take this team to a whole nother level. Again, I'm only going to say this for real quick about Mike McCarthy because I was against the firing in the first place. He was given the hand he was dealt. He doesn't draft the players. Everybody was shitting on McCarthy because he's got these players that he's picked. He didn't pick these guys. He has nothing to do with that. The guy that does the drafting is the general manager for Green Bay. Yes, Mike McCarthy is in there, but he's not picking the players. And that's a small little tidbit of why people fucking annoy me that don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to Mike McCarthy. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Cody, what the heck is so funny? Oh, the way I take a drink.
Yes. Or did you take another drink?
You must have.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't think the Saints are as good as everybody thinks they are. Sorry, Ryan. They kind of laid a fucking
Goose egg. This weekend.
Goose egg. They laid an egg. Was it this weekend? It was the last. Yeah, it was.
They played Thursday.
Yeah, they laid an egg, man.
You don't need your fingers.
Fucking Arusha chickweed.
Paige has a question for you in the chat, JP.
What?
Paige has a question for you in the chat, JP.
Who is the best Packer coach I ever saw? Mike Holmgren. But probably the greatest Packer coach to ever live is Vince Lombardi.
Mm-hmm.
But Mike Holmgren was the best coach ever. No, I just honestly, Ryan, I'll talk about it tonight with Coop, but honestly, I think the Saints really, when it comes to a good solid defense, and I called it, they can't win outside of their own fucking stadium against a good team. That's why I don't see them going very far. They aren't getting to the Super Bowl. No, the Cowboys, actually, they're in first place in the NFC East.
Is there any good pacifier back in Long
She has had the fucking pacifier in her mouth fucking 23 out of the last... She has the fucking thing in her mouth 23 out of 24 hours a day. Just saying.
Why society you got a skewed timeline, my friend?
I fucking can't stand the New Day. They're boring. And you don't have to apologize. You can be a fan of who you want. If anything, I'm the fan of these guys. I like the Usos.
Why society your timeline is skewed up? Bobbit and JP and Heather brought me in. I didn't bring Bobbit in. Bobbit was here when I came in.
Bobbitt was here first.
Mm-hmm.
Bobbitt has been with me the longest, I think. And to be honest with you, Heather wasn't the first female on my show either. Gina was. Okay, thanks, Bobbitt. Baby girl.
See if she wants to.
3 of the tag teams are getting stale, to be honest with you.
It was before the show actually had a premise there, Aaron. It was when JP would just come on and talk with everybody.
If I remember correctly, the very first show, very first time that I had somebody on, Heather was in the chat, but she was not on the show first. I think Gina was. Bobbitt came on like almost immediately after I started streaming, I think. Heather hasn't been on the show for a year yet. I didn't know Trek until like fucking February. I've only been. Why, you are way off, my friend. I've only been doing the show for about a year. No, you might have been, but you might not have been. I know that you, NG, and John Wills were on a show with me one night. I do remember that.
I remember Gina being on around Christmas time last year,
Yes.
like maybe around New Year's time.
Yes. It was before she went back to school and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I asked her if she wanted to do the show with me, and she said yes.
And I remember she even did like a 12-hour stream with you one time.
I didn't do a 12-hour stream.
It was like it was something like 10-hour stream or 8-hour stream or something. Because I was
think
at
it was
work on
an
my
8-hour
break and I
stream.
saw you guys.
Well, no, Drew started that with me. Actually, Drew was the very first one with me. He was on the show with me from the beginning. We used to do Skype calls, I think, and then that's when I started doing shows and stuff.
Yep.
Would I be mad if you donated $100? Why would I be mad if you donated $100? Notorious. But don't donate $100 if you don't have $100 to donate.
Thank you, Ryan. I know they're just teasing me, dude. Don't worry about it.
What is Drew doing right now? I don't know. It's not like we hang out all the time. If you donated $1,000, I'd kick your ass.
Don't need your fingers.
Yeah, there was one day I was on break at work and you guys were streaming. I think it was January, I want to say, and you guys were streaming and Gina was on there. It was like 8-hour stream, I think you guys did.
That was like the Friday before Christmas.
Yeah.
I jumped on there. I XSplit.
Yeah.
And I jumped on XSplit. I was fucking around with XSplit. That's the night that I drank an entire bottle of Cherry Doctor. If you donated $10,000, which don't do, you can. But I'm not going to tell you not to donate it. But if you donated $10,000 to me, I'd probably refund you the money because it's not how I do things. I'm just saying. It sounds weird, but that's just not how I do things. But I would probably buy a new car, or at least get my car fixed. There's nothing wrong with it, but I know I need rear brakes on, motherfucker. But Trek, run! You're turning green. Yeah, I started streaming on November 25th, 2017, and the very first stream I did was a what? Trek?
Like a 10-second stream.
Yeah, and what did I say?
That Kevin Dunn was a cunt.
Exactly.
And truer words have never been spoken.
So you don't have to do that, Notorious, but it's much appreciated.
Do you see what David said to you in the chat?
What's that? What did he say? You're welcome.
He remembers when you...
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
He remembers when you made him a mod and you were defending him when people were like attacking him in the chat and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's not why I made him a mod, though.
No, but he remembers that, and he remembers how you defended him and stuff, which is cool.
Yeah. I made him a mod because I trust that he knows what I want and expect out of a mod. That's why I made mods.
Thank you, David. I appreciate you too, man.
Her? Oh. Interesting. The Usos win. The bar face turn? I doubt it. You have, Aaron. You've been one of those guys that's been there with me pretty much from the beginning. So I know you know what to expect from mods. So I expect from my mods. So you're worthy of a mod. Again, bye. Shinsuke Nakamura. You want a babyface bar? Not everybody can be a babyface though. That's the thing. What?
So commentary just announced that there will be no tagging in the match at TLC because there will be a triple threat tornado tag team match.
At TLC. Yep. Interesting. That's probably the notification I just got. Yeah, no, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Yellow is live.
Rusev Day is dead. They're notorious. Sorry to tell you.
Yeah, I hate to tell you, but Rusev Day is dead. I really don't want to see this match again.
Just gonna put me to sleep. It's really gonna put me to sleep.
What's so funny?
What David put in the chat.
What did he put
He
in?
said, well, in words of our buddy Bobbit, I can't believe I'm about to say this, dance break. I just like how he said it.
No, I'm not sighing because of that. Dance break.
No.
I wouldn't mind seeing fucking Orton and Cena again. I really wouldn't. Them two and their feud was one of the greatest feuds of WWE. People can sit there and say, I don't want to see it. And the reason why people don't want to see it is because it's John Cena. I don't mind John Cena. I really don't. What are you teasing? David, I'm not mad, David. You're good. I was
Congrats, Bobbit.
You're welcome, Bobbit, even though I didn't do a fucking thing. Just kidding.
I would rather see Cena versus a mop on who has to clean the toilet that night. Okay, Aru.
I'm right about what? You good, man? I did nothing wrong. I don't even know what I said. A lot of people hate Paige. A lot of people hate Cena because he never loses. He is overbooked.
He was Roman Reigns before Roman Reigns was Roman Reigns.
But he's nothing like Roman Reigns.
I'm saying with the push that he got and how he was shoved in our faces continuously.
Who else was there? As a face, there was nobody. So to shit on John Cena, really, it's not fair. I mean, yes, they could have, but we've all seen Randy Orton as a face, and good God, is that fucking boring as fuck. You know, Johnny, you sleeping?
I think he might be.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man. Stop apologizing, David. You're good, man. Cena didn't always beat Orton. Orton beat Cena a few times. I think there was a WrestleMania where Orton beat Cena. If I remember correctly, wasn't there?
I think so.
I know Orton is way better as a heel. What I'm saying is reason why John Cena was pushed to the as the face of the company is because there was nobody else. Batista left, and he really couldn't carry the company. Okay, but y'all are making it sound like Cena beat fucking Orton all the time. He didn't beat Orton all the time. That's that facts thing. She didn't start training for the WWE. She started training wrestling. God, WWE is so fucking condescending. What do you, isn't that the word I'm looking for? Condescending? Like, everybody's training to go to the WWE. Some people don't train to go to WWE, Vince. Not everybody wants to come to the fucking WWE and be treated like a fucking piece of shit. You fucking idiot. Why WWE's putting that fucking graphic up there, I don't fucking know. It makes no sense.
Respect me even more.
Yeah, but to say that she's training for the WWE at the age of 15, how in the fuck did she know she was going to be at the WWE? Fucking stupid asses. Yes, there you go.
You have to learn how to speak there first, Paige.
Yeah, you do, Paige. With a little work, I'm pretty sure you could be. I don't want to see Lars Sullivan, really. Okay, so he says, never mind, I got nothing.
Never seen a freak like him. You know, there's been Mankind, Kane, Undertaker, Cactus Jack.
What are you talking about?
Well, I was saying nobody's ever seen a freak like him.
Really?
Ryan, I think Orton was supposed to win the title from him.
What in the fuck?
Hey, Coop's in the chat. What's up, Coop?
Hey, what's up, Coop? How's it going, man? Heather's right off to my straight over here. She's actually taking care of the baby right now. I'm confused. Okay, this is really gonna fucking piss me off. We have got some rest. We're still continuing to get some rest. I mean, the baby's sleeping more than me and Heather because she sleeps 42 hours a fucking day. But yes.
That's not a bad suggestion, Paige. That's a pretty good one.
What's that?
That we should do Edge for Wrestling Memories.
We will be doing Edge. We'll be doing Edge and John Cena, pretty sure, for a feud. There's a couple other feuds that Edge had as well. 42, Ryan. I was being sarcastic.
So commentary says both brands are trying to steal Lars from the other, yet the vignette had Lars say it doesn't matter which brand I choose feels like a contradiction. What do you think? It's just WWE not knowing what they're gonna do.
No, it's not. It's not what contradiction means by society. They're trying to book Lars as a free agent at the moment. So at the end of the day, it's his choice which show he goes to as per storyline.
Yep. Coop, I'm okay with doing the show tomorrow. You just let me know. If you're not feeling well, we can do the show tomorrow. I'm cool with that. I can actually do a little bit more research. I actually kind of have to clean the house, so it'll be kind of, well, not, I'm not going to sit here and scrub walls and shit, but I got some stuff to do around the house that I can do. If you want to do it tomorrow, I'm cool with tomorrow. If you're not feeling good, I'm down for tomorrow night for the show. I am down.
Yeah, not happening.
I'm not scrubbing. I don't need to scrub walls. They're not dirty.
Exactly.
Oh, you're a fucking terrible fucking heel, Daniel Bryan. You're a terrible, terrible heel. You're about as good of a heel as Randy Orton is a fucking babyface.
We'll talk to you in a bit about it, Coop.
What's that?
Yeah, he's nowadays consuming your time.
Anytime works for me. Can do it 9 o'clock your time, 8 my time. I'm down. Or we can do it 7 o'clock my time. We can do it 7 o'clock my time. That's fine. It's up to you, brother. Anytime works for me, really, on Wednesday. I know I'm home all day, so anytime you want to start, I'm cool with. It's true.
The Wise Society says he thinks Daniel Bryan needs new music.
I think Daniel Bryan needs to fucking just quit.
Yep.
The brutality of the new Daniel Bryan.
Alright, thanks for stopping in, Ryan.
See you later, Ryan.
Have a good night, Ryan. Thanks for coming.
See you later, Ryan. Have a good night, man. We'll talk to you in the near future, man. the fuck is he talking
Jesus
about?
fucking Christ. He's
I don't know.
God.
I remember that too, Aaron. That was an outfit that was a good.
I am looking at this show like The Miz is looking at Daniel Bryan. I'm kind of agreeing with The Miz. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly. The show cannot be over fast enough tonight. I don't know, Paige. I really don't know.
Nobody knows.
Fickle? That's his new fucking tagline?
Yes,
Fickle?
it is. My sentiments exactly, kid. Holy shit.
What did the kid say?
I don't care.
I don't care either. That's kind of funny. This makes no fucking... I have no fucking idea. Oh my god. Daniel Bryan is so fucking boring.
I'm so confused. SmackDown used to be good.
The SmackDown's been decent, but my god. Yeah, there's everybody got their wish, having fucking Daniel Bryan as fucking champion. How's it working for you, everybody?
And as a heel.
fuck kind of stupid shit is that? They're trying to make fucking Breakfast Club into a horror movie now?
Apparently.
Yep, I remember Ace.
I think so. I don't watch that shit anyway.
Oh, nobody did. Trust me.
Yeah, that's what it is, because it isn't. I'm high.
Pretty much TSS.
Exactly, TSS. Now you know how to take care of your SmackDown in a nutshell video.
He's an environmental hippie, but he's also a fucking boring ass fucking. Because hippies aren't fucking boring. Them motherfuckers are fucking hilarious, dude. If you ever met a hippie, like my brother is, I love my brother. Not my older brother. I'm the oldest. My oldest younger brother. My youngest brother is a fucking hippie. I fucking love my brother, but my God, is he a hippie? But he is funny as shit. Some of the shit the fucking hippies do is great. But, my God. It's turned. How's she doing? How's baby doing?
Sleeping again.
Sleeping again. Are you making supper?
Huh?
You making supper tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna turn the chair and try and go make it now.
Hmm?
I was gonna turn the chair and try and go make it now.
Go ahead. Let's put it over here. Would you take this for me so that I can pee real quick before you do that? Heather's gonna come over. You can bring the baby with you. Heather's gonna come over here. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go to the bathroom. All right. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh. Wise society, it would not surprise me.
Oh.
No, not really. He talks a big game, but there's really not much flair behind the character. I'm sorry.
To me, it just feels like they're trying to wring every drop out before his contract expires, actually.
Well, he resigned, so.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, like, we don't know how long it's for, though.
It's still the fact that he resigned, and even though he was in every fucking dirt sheet sitting there saying he's working too many hours, and he's tired of FaceTiming his daughter. Now look at him.
Yeah.
He's there every fucking week now.
Yep.
Did you put the seat down? Did you lower it?
I didn't touch the seat.
Looked like it. Go ahead. Or whatever.
You want me to make 2 bucks?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they're gonna do that, Aaron.
Do what?
Woodstock 2019.
He hears voices in his head. They come to me. Hmm? She's actually in it. Wendy. Oh, Wendy.
Styles versus Miz is the main event tonight.
Yeah, you're about the only one, Ace. I mean, I think he's boring, man. I almost fell asleep during that segment. But it's not a shame that they couldn't let Daniel Bryan go back to Ring of Honor. David, he could very well have. He chose to sign with WWE. That's on Daniel Bryan. He could have gone back. He didn't have to sign a new deal. He could have said, no, I want to go back to Ring of Honor. But he didn't. It's not that WWE kept him from going to Ring of Honor. What's the matter, Ducky? Wendy! 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 This kid's fucking ignoring me, man. This kid isn't gonna fucking listen to me when she gets older. I mean, just completely fucking ignoring me. Hey! Hey! Wendy! Yeah, she's fucking ignoring me. Wendy! He is just laying into you, man. It's fucking great. And you just know selling it. It's kind of funny. I think Daniel Bryan's going to retire as a WWE superstar, to be honest with you.
I know, Rue. It's no problem. I know what you're doing.
I'm actually quite enjoying what you're doing to Trek. You're making him squirm like a little bitch. I'm just kidding. You want some of this shit? Fucking look at me like that again. Motherfucker. Stop looking through your glasses like that. Fucking creepy. Wendy. Kid is no fucking selling me. Like, completely fucking ignoring me right now. Oh, she's got the hiccups. Hi, pretty girl. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, pretty girl. Hi. Hi. What are you doing? What you doing? You've got some hiccups going on there, little girl. Trying to get rid of her hiccups. Hi. She got the hiccups again.
Oh no.
She's had the hiccups like 4 times today.
I hope you enjoy it when you get to see it, David.
What's that?
He said he couldn't get to see Wreck-It Ralph, but he's looking forward to see it on DVD next year.
Hey, pretty girl. Your eyes are getting. You're right. Your mom's right. Your eyes are getting lighter and lighter. What?
I think her eyes are getting up closer to what yours are than you were saying.
That's okay.
I'm all for that.
I think you're trying to poop, aren't you? Either that or you're pooping.
Which you already had.
Stop fighting with me. Fighting with me. Stop fighting. She's laughing at me, you little shit. Hi. How does that? Yeah, it sure doesn't taste very good, does it? Dude, she sleeps all the time. She was awake when Heather put her down in her chair. She'll go back to sleep in a minute. She's got the hiccups right now. Don't you?
Why society is a question for you in the chat, JP.
She's gonna do an RKO. Oh. Lord. Another high spot, not fucking needed. she drink the rest of the other beer?
I want to be in the view. I'm trying to get this up tomorrow. Don't worry.
I'm kidding. I don't give a shit. Now she won't stop fucking staring at me. It's getting kind of fucking creepy.
I know what I go through every time I'm home.
That's okay. I don't mind.
ESS, the pizza company for that would be Little Caesars. I think they're located in Michigan. And I think they actually do sponsor. It's either the Lions or the Red Wings, one of the two. Maybe it's both.
I like how fucking Samoa Joe is bringing real life into this thing with Jeff Hardy. I do like it. It adds realism.
And the two best ones to pull it off.
And why not? Look, is Johnny, are you here? I don't know if you're awake or I explain something to you. If he's not, that's fine. Samoa Joe, there's nothing wrong with adding realism to what they're doing. Nothing. I don't see any problem with it. Why do people have a problem with realism being brought out? I don't get it. The using, and it's Jeff Hardy's okay with it. Jeff Hardy is okay with it. Now, if Roman Reigns is okay with them using his leukemia as a storyline, I'm okay with it. As long as the superstar is okay with the storyline, I don't care. But they better tell the story the best that they possibly can. Don't just give me this bullshit just to get somebody fucking over. That doesn't do it for me. I'm not saying you do, Wise Society. I don't know why you're saying I'm not talking directly to you. I'm just saying I kind of like the storyline that they're doing. This is they wouldn't do something if the superstar wasn't okay with it. Jeff Hardy's publicly said that it's better to,
be open and honest rather than hide everything.
Yeah. We know it's there. He knows it's there. He said, I have no problems using it as a storyline as long as it's done the right way. Oh, I think she might be hungry. You hungry? Yep, she's getting hungry. Hold on.
Checking out what's up to here.
Look at what I got. Look what I got.
I was going to say, don't tilt it all the way back. You look joking.
Well, she's not getting anything. That's what I'm saying.
Because she's not suckling on it.
Oh.
You want to?
Let me turn down.
You're fine. Take your time. What's going on? Oh, really? Oh, no. It's okay. Mama's coming. I'd change your diaper, but I'm trying to do a show
Daddy's got
here.
work to do. Oh, my grubby girl.
No, we're actually
TSS,
doing it tomorrow, TSS. Johnny's feeling under the weather, and Bobbitt's under the weather as well. I'm up for it, but yeah. So we're doing it tomorrow night. We will let people know. I'm sure that Johnny will let, and Coop will let people know that I will let people know, and Coop will let people know what's going on. But yes, we will be doing it tomorrow.
I don't know why I have to laugh at that one. That was good.
What?
Rue's been teasing me all night long, saying that I do a gay pizzeria, and then
Well, do you?
no,
Okay.
he goes, "Sounds like he fapped on the pizza." Ew. Really, Charlotte versus Asuka next week?
Yes. I'm okay. What's wrong with that? What's wrong
I
with
thought.
that?
Well, you're the one. You're the one who kept saying save it for WrestleMania.
I didn't say that. It's
Oh, I
not.
thought you
No,
said
I
that
said
earlier.
I think that's what they're going to do is at WrestleMania.
Ah, okay.
I mean, it's going to be Charlotte versus Ronda at WrestleMania. It's not going to be Asuka versus Charlotte. I think it's going to be Charlotte versus Ronda. Who's rap battling next week?
Oh, Charlotte versus Asuka is a rap battle next week.
Okay. Yeah, that's really going to work. What? No, I think the Usos and the Bar are having a rap battle. Did you hear me, Trek?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Usos and the Bar are having a rap battle. Because that don't make sense that fucking Charlotte and Asuka are having a rap battle. Why in the fuck would they have a rap battle? Here, let me look and see then. Hold on. What?
I agree, Notorious. Chris Lee knows shit.
I
agree,
think that
but
show is fucking
it's
hilarious.
entertaining.
I think that show is fucking hilarious. I don't care what anybody fucking says.
No, because I guess they just showed an advertiser for it, and Notorious was ripping on it. And it's entertaining. It's,
Did she have a... No?
Just the tiniest little bit of pee, that is it.
Maybe that's all it takes, honey. I don't know.
Maybe. But she also had a booger the size of a bird up in there.
Oh, that could be too. Alright, let me see. Trying to find...
I'm going to put her back in the chair.
Okay, that's fine. God damn it. Okay, the New Day and the Usos compete in a rap battle. The WWE WrestleMania rematch from New Orleans is Asuka versus Charlotte. There is no rap battle between Asuka and Charlotte.
okay.
What the fuck are Charlotte and fucking Asuka gonna rap battle about? How they can't rap?
Yeah, but this is WWE, the ones who are making fun of Asuka's accent earlier in the year.
No, that's not why they would do it. If anything, Trexter, they would make fun of Charlotte because she sounds like a fucking robot.
Asuka doesn't know enough English to do a fucking rap battle.
Well, that's what he's saying, but they wouldn't do that. That makes no sense. In fact, it would make WWE look even dumber if they did something like that. Having somebody that has difficulty speaking English have a rap battle? Hey, baby girl. Well, you completely changed her, huh?
I just took the pants off.
Huh?
I'm thinking maybe she was getting too warm.
What? I don't know why you couldn't just use the bottle.
Because I wanted to use my cup.
You're so fucking rude.
I know. That's why you love me.
That's true.
Bob it.
What? Hey.
Have a good night, Aru.
See you later, Rushinchu. Hey. I'll be right back. Give me a second. You should see this shit. You watching this? She's like juking me with the fuck. can't win with you, you turd.
You gotta press.
No. I can't help you. I have no idea. This kid, man.
Good girl.
We don't know. Oh, Christ. I don't know. What do you want? She doesn't want it.
She doesn't want her diapers. She doesn't want her bottles.
I bet that fucking umbilical cord thing again. I don't know. I'll take it. Hey! Oh my god. I don't know, man. This child will not stop crying. Maybe. I don't think she wants to be in the chair anymore, I think is what it is. I'm coming. Here. Is that what you wanted? You just wanted out of that chair, I think.
That's what she wants.
I think so. I think so. Somebody fussy butt. Somebody's a fussy butt.
Pretty much notorious. That's what it sounds like to me. There's gonna be a heel vegan wrestler.
Oh my god. Hey, I don't know. I mean, she is losing her collective shit. What? I'm giving you attention. I think it's. Don't put a sleeper on her. That's all I can think of.
I got her.
Oh. That is what Daniel Bryan is. He's a vegan. He's a vegan heel wrestler. Oh my god. It's gonna be one of those nights, I think. Baby's not gonna want to go to sleep. Really? Life Society? Are you trying to be funny? You're lucky Heather didn't see that. She probably would have lost her collective shit. Because it's really not funny, to be honest with you. It's kind of an issue, if you understand what I'm trying to say to you. No, she's not fighting sleep. She slept all fucking day. Why would she be fighting sleep? I'll be right back.
Okay.
Trek, take over, Trek.
Yeah. All right, what we going on in the chat, guys? Dude, Baba and Asuka got married. Baba, we'd never see Baba again. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, it is, David. It's hard sometimes.
Do you want me to bring the bottle? I don't know, man. Oh, my Lord in heaven. So, the baby is hungry, but she wouldn't fucking eat. I don't know.
You got a pretty good chance of that TSS TSS. If Baba and Asuka ever got married, you would be Becky Lynch's main squeeze, I guess.
Do you want the rest of this? Okay. Did she eat? Okay. Just let me know. I'll bring you this other part.
I know what you mean, David. Same thing, man. I love being an uncle to my nephews.
Right back. Try
Okay.
to take over.
Yep. I corrected myself. If not, I guess I'd take short. You know what, Aaron? She's a pretty girl. So. Yeah. Probably would TSS. He'd show up on here too. If TSS, if he showed up on the rail with goodbye his side, I would bow down and kiss the ground he walked on. At least at TLC, they pretty much gave away the Truth and Carmella versus Jinder. And I to the MMC Anyone Mixed Match Challenge, I lost track.
I don't even watch it, so I really don't fucking care. You talking about the Mixed Match Challenge? Trek.
Why is Society putting that in the chat? I was like, I don't even know who's in. Yeah.
Not necessarily. Why Society? You assume way too fucking much, dude, to think that just because there's a of this, that, and the other thing. There's too much fucking assuming going on with you. I don't understand why you assume that that's what is going on.
Yeah. I didn't even pay attention to that thing anymore. I tried to at first. I lost track. It's like, I don't know what's going on. Bob it. Let's just say Asuka would be whiter than she is now and might be pregnant. More power to you, brother.
What do you mean by somebody's gonna pull double duty at? I don't get what he's fucking talking about. Is there?
I don't either.
Is the mixed match challenge finals at fucking TLC?
I didn't hear anything about it, so I don't know. Maybe he's thinking because of the stipulation, if they win, they get the Royal Rumble. And okay, did they announce the files of TLC? Okay.
Okay, so somebody might be pulling double duty. Who cares?
Yeah. Oh, Bob it.
Miz just tapped out to the calf crusher. John, stop!
You see what Bob had put in the chat?
I'm gonna pull double duty at TLC. I'm gonna shit twice. Okay. She better. That's what it was. I just don't understand why she wouldn't eat. Maybe she didn't like the fucking. It's fine.
You're a weird one, girl.
Was she honestly asleep or not?
You wanna go to Daddy, or you wanna go in the chair?
Go in the chair. Show's almost over. Hopefully she doesn't lose her collective shit.
Again. You want Pappy? No? Okay.
I can't either. Well, he don't suck to me, Bobbit. He doesn't. I just don't buy him as a heel. Oh, she's looking at you all fucking angry.
Yo, Peck, Alpha. Oh, Bob, no information. Why society always does when Asuka comes. JP, Baba promises if Oscar wins, he'll send you a nipple pic.
All right. Well, that being said, that's fucking stupid. Daniel Bryan is garbage to me. Everybody. I'm sorry. Anybody that likes Daniel Bryan, I get it, but to me, I can care less about this guy. Trek, make sure that you watch the show and you'll see what I mean. That is just fucking terrible. That being said, I'm going to get out of here. I got a baby. That's the way it's going to be for a little while until I can get used to the whole having a baby in the house thing. I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great night. I will talk to you tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow we will be doing the show with I will be doing the show with Coop as well as Bobbit, and I will probably tweet out when that's happening. I just don't know when yet. I do have some other things going on, but it'll be sometime in the evening. With that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Trek, thanks for being here. Johnny, I hope you have a good night's sleep. That being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for being here, guys. Much appreciated.